Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today the topic of our presentation is concept of crime and the characteristics of crime. Let's start. So first of all, we are going to discuss what is crime. Crime is a Latin word that came from crimen, that means accusation, and the short and crispy definition of crime is willful revolt against law or a lapse through ignorance of it. While the former part of the definition can be said that it is surely a crime, but the lapse through ignorance of it, it cannot be considered a real crime. It is crime, but it needs certain intention to be a crime. There are few key components of criminal act, and it is willful, perverse, and malicious. Malicious means it is harmful for others. So who defines crime? Substantive criminal law defines a written code that defines what is crime and what is a particular punishment for it. And the one thing that is missing in the slide is that where does that criminal law came from? Criminal law comes through legislation from our elected members in the parliament. They legislate on it and it becomes law after that, and then that is implemented in the judicial system. So how crime is defined? Basically, crime reflects the values, beliefs, and opinions of a society, and the definition of crime changes with the society. So in different societies there is a different definition of crime, and there are different meanings of it. So we can say from that thing that crime is a social construct. It is constructed from the people of a particular area. For example, in Pakistan, it is prohibited, it's a criminal thing to sell alcohol in the public. But in the USA, it can be a normal thing, or in any other European society. So who enforces criminal law? There is an straightforward answer for that. The state implements the criminal law through their departments, through police or through judicial system or executive. It implements criminal law through a particular authority, a given authority from the people. So there are few characteristics of crime, and one of the characteristics of crime is it is a public wrong. In the general consensus of the public, it is considered as a wrong behavior. It is morally wrong, but there is a slight catch in it. For example, there is in a practical term, there is difference between criminal law and morality. A thing that can be morally wrong, but it is not a criminal activity unless it is defined in the criminal law. So we will take one example. We will talk about prostitution. Prostitution can be a negative thing. It is morally wrong, but there is something in it. For example, if it is prohibited, if it is considered as a criminal activity, then people do it in a corrupt way or a negative way, and it affects society very wrong. So we have to differentiate between the society, between morality and the criminal law. Third and the last thing of the characteristics of crime is harm or wrong to others. It hurts general sentiment, and it basically hurts other person or the society and creates a negative precedence. Thank you very much.